best known in the Jamaican space as Gully Bop's significant other.
He's the air that I breathe, and he's sent from God for me.
And also for outlandish vlogs. But how did Amari so quickly become a viral artist? And who the hell is Nico? Amari will tell us. This is one of the biggest songs out of Jamaica this year. Meet its producer, Dane, who is also a recording artist.
See you broke like glass, that's why me not just that.
Himself.
Fresh like the beat off, in my seal pass, the big girl of the faint off.
Sizzla and friends are set to perform for Dada's global fan base next Saturday, September 5. Jacob, a member of the event's promotion and production team, brings details. This week's top 10 trending and more are all coming up right here on our stage. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Winford Williams. We'll be right back.
Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
And now, our top 10 trending songs of this week.
I Water starts off our countdown this week with this new entry, Detta Play. In the number 9 spot, Shensia is Shore Shore.
But tonight, me sure. And baby, know me we are past like it.
Said Gal by Intence and Sadike makes it to number 8 this week.
And when you think that she gone up, when you think that she there, walk on my walk. That girl a wicked and narrow.
And Javilani is The God of War at number 7.
Short paragraph, me walk with a rifle, a cross and a staff. Bank of a clock and a mask camouflage.
Vybz Kartel's Yami Bolo is this week's number 6 song. Starting off our top 5, Rygin King is Larger Than Life. And his Montagonian co-worker Squash is Skillful alongside Vybz Kartel at number 4. Jada Kingdom is this week number 3 with her catchy single, Boodoo. While Alkaline cries Cree at number 2. And the number 1 trending song this week, Rygin King, who is showing no emotion.
Alright, so there you have it. Songs making or trending this week. Stay with us right here on stage, still to come.
He's the air that I breathe, and he's sent from God for me.
She is best known in the Jamaican space as Gully Bop's significant other. and also for outlandish vlogs. But how did Amari so quickly become a viral artist? She'll be here to tell us. And she'll also tell us who the hell is Nico. This is easily one of the biggest songs out of Jamaica this year. Meet its producer, Dane, who is also a recording artist himself.
Fresh like the beat off, in my seal pass, the big girl be a faint off.
Sizzla and friends are set to perform for Dada's global fan base next Saturday, September 5. Meet Jacob, one of the event's promotion and production team members, who brings details to our stage. All coming up. We'll go back.
Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
Sizzla and friends are set to perform for Dada's global fan base next Saturday, September 5. Jacob, a member of the event's promotion and production team, brings to our stage right now details on the event and how you can access it. Jacob, sir, welcome.
Well, thank you for having us and giving us this platform today.
It's great having you, sir. All right, start by telling us about the entity behind this production. I know it's called the Mixer, but what exactly is it? Yeah,
so the original concept, the Mixer, kind of came about through the team, which is myself, Aisha, Jackers, Cara Vickers, and Demas Pascal. We kind of saw that within reggae and dancehall music, within Jamaican music, there isn't cohesion between reggae and dancehall and the large platforms like Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, those sorts of large international platforms. So really what we're trying to do with the Mixer is take the amazing music that's coming out of Jamaica and then enable this culture to then have a place on those platforms and survive as itself, kind of within the culture itself and owned and operated by people that operate within reggae and dancehall.
Okay, so it's a platform that is aimed at what we now consider to be the mainstream of popular culture, of pop music, right?
Yes, definitely. So it's really looking to just show that influential impact that reggae and dancehall have, not only the success of the individual artists within their own catalogue. So say with the performance of Sizzla, looking at how he's been able to influence and be sampled on works from Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, all these different artists that have had such a huge international impact. But it's also looking at how this culture's been able to come from Jamaica and stamp itself so significantly into the worldwide culture and have the impact that it's had internationally.
Okay, great. So talk now about the way people will access this performance, this special celebration of Sizzla's music next week.
So the Mixer will be broadcast live through Onstage's YouTube channel. It will be broadcast at 7 p.m. Jamaican time, which is 1 o'clock GMT, and then that is 6 o'clock Eastern time as well.
So who are the friends?
So the artists that are performing the Friends of Sizzler are Agent Sasco, Black Hero, Sizzler's Son, Scorcher, Wampus, and Jay Prince.
Okay.
So it's really looking to give them a platform to show their respect to Sizzler, how they've been inspired by Sizzler's music, the influence that he's had on their individual careers, and how they see the impact of Sizzler internationally and on culture in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. And this will be a live band.
Yep.
Live music. Because we know Dada, him love everything live and band.
Yeah, with the whole concept being based around the influence of Sizzler, we obviously are going to give him a platform to show a wide range of his discography and show the different elements to his performance. Obviously, he's known for his high energy performance, which is obviously people are able to see a preview of such at Summerfest. This is kind of going to bring a next level to that Sizzler performance and show really what he's capable of, and also that influence that he's had on the culture in Jamaica and internationally.
Okay, and the access now is free, right? It's on our platform, which is always free worldwide. All our fans around the world now, make note of this. This is going to be wherever you are, anywhere, anytime. It's on. You can access it right here on our stage, and it's free. You couldn't ask for more. And this is the first stop for the mixer, right? The first stop is Jamaica and Dada, Sizzler Kalonji. You want to tell us anything about the future?
I mean, that's deep under wraps at the moment, but we can tell you that there's definitely going to be lots to look forward to from the mixer. We're going to be something that's going to be here to stay within the culture, looking to promote influential genres of music around the world and give those influential genres of music a platform that they've never been able to have before. Kind of breaking down some of the themes that we're looking at with this particular mixer, obviously looking at the impact of Rastafari on the reggae music, on Sizzler's career, on the career of the other artists on the mixer as well, looking at ganja culture and how that's had an impact on what these different artists have been able to do, how that's something that artists use for their creativity, how it's something that forms an integral part of some artists' lifestyle, and then we're going to be looking at the humanitarian efforts of these different artists as well, and how they've been able to give back to the communities that they've come from and where this music comes from as well. Yeah, so the mix is brought to you by Dice Recordings, who are a UK-based record label management company. They've worked alongside the likes of Channel 4, the BBC. They've been partners in some huge productions. They've done productions in Jamaica before, and they're very experienced in what they do. So they're going to bring their expertise and knowledge to the event and kind of make sure that this is a show to remember. We're also working with Island Strains, which is a dispensary based in Jamaica. It's the first and only oceanfront dispensary in Jamaica. They're celebrating their 2nd year anniversary now as well, and they've kindly stepped in to assist with the event and really help promote that ganja element of the culture that we were talking about before, that's integral to many of the artists' lifestyles that record and operate in this music. And we've also partnered with Trace Urban, which is a urban music platform based in France. And they're helping to promote the mixer both across Europe and in the UK, and helping to really give it that boost and make sure that it connects as wide and as far as possible.
Great. All right, Jacobs, thank you so much, sir. Looking forward.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure, Wentford.
And just to tell you all out there right now watching, once again, the time to tune in for this explosive performance from Sizzler Kalonji and Friends. 7 p.m. Jamaica time, 12 p.m. GMT, and 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay? All right, stay with us right here on stage. Still to come. Dane Ray and later.
Nico, you mash up my life.
Amari, the Nico performer. Amari, right here on our stage. We'll be back.
Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
Now, this is easily one of the biggest songs out of Jamaica this year. Its producer is Dane, who is also a recording artist himself. And is right now right here on our stage.
Fully.
Dane, sir, welcome.
Greetings, my G.
Blessed, blessed.
Baby, let us spend some time and let this love light shine.
You were an artist before this rhythm, right? But you were also a producer before this rhythm. You've earned some success in music, with some productions before this record.
Definitely.
And so tell us about them. The productions you have done that we're hearing and loving, and we're now connecting you with them.
You don't know, from 2013, I produced Charlie Blacks and produced Jamaican Everyday for him.
I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican.
And Grateful for him, same way. He sang for motivation, very explicit, but it was #1 in like many countries. Rygin King, Tough Rygin King, Trees. Kartel, High Roller, Kartel Sports Mode. I don't know. Popcorn, Numbers Don't Lie.
I am way up.
Popcorn, Friends Like, you know, you see me? Catalog big.
So it's a big catalog of production.
Yeah.
And your recordings, as an artist now, what can you tell us about what you've done and when on? So
Yeah, I record songs from 2010. You know, so that's something I do for over 10 years now. And always I record every week and put out my songs them on YouTube. I have an EP out from 2017. People always love my song. You know what I mean? Especially internationally. I go on tours like in Panama, Chile, England, Canada. Crazy amount of countries. You know what I mean? Europe. You know what I mean? Perform for crowds like 40, 50,000 people.
So where would you say you are now in terms of your career as an artist?
You don't know, you know. Right now, Ray God I go on good, you know. The song Ray God, so. I'm in a position where I like what I'm there right now, because see praise that last year I never get enough airplay and street play. You know what I mean? Now we're in a COVID time and I shut up the radio station away, and my production them go on good, so them complement each other.
So this is your moment, you think?
Definitely. Ray God time now, man.
All right, so let's take a little piece of Ray God.
Fully fresh like me beat off in my seal pass. Every girl a be a faint off. Yeah, every girl a say a Ray God.
Ray God, yo. Ray God.
Fully, yeah, me no in a haters. Me in a gold chain, Gucci, sweet clocks. In a Ray band, no see them like Ray Charles. Set them in a diamond, but a be a class. Think about it, tell her promise me. Think about it. I just stop like me never reach out chip. But me it and if me reload it, me not reload it. Man I reload it. I want a girl like me no speak about it. I carry text in a phone, me delete out it. A girl in a maybe man make you feel bossy. Unroll it, fully fresh like me beat off in my seal pass. Every girl a be a faint off. Yeah, every girl a say a Ray God.
Ray God, yo. Ray God.
Fully, yeah, me no in a haters. Me in a gold chain, Gucci, sweet clocks. In a Ray band, no see them like Ray Charles. Set them in a diamond, but a be a glass.
All right, so that's it, Ray God from Dane Ray, right? So okay, so that's you would consider this to be your biggest song as an artist now?
Not my biggest, but currently my hottest song right now.
Yeah, but so what would you consider to be your biggest? Which one?
We have a song named Top Jockey and Punununo, where that was the biggest, one of the biggest dancehall songs in Panama and Chile in 2016.
I understand now.
Yeah.
Because that is that in that part of the world, Central America, South America, and so on. You penetrated South America as well?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
I've been to Bolivia once, been to Chile 3 times, been to Panama 3 times.
Okay.
You know? So more in 2016, I do more of kind of reggaeton mixture dance style, you know? In 2017, we kind of changed the flavor and produced the trap, because I'm one of the pioneers of trap dance who helped put it on the forefront with Trees and Tough, and you know what I mean? Jamal sang them done same way, you know? We are the one who kind of enforced that on a level.
Where is trap now? Because I'm hearing something which I'm not sure it's still something more. So I'm hearing something that most artists can relate to. Yeah. Reggae artist, dancehall artist, older artist, young artist, everybody's...
Trap still a reign right now. Trap still a going right now. Cause watch your style now.
Yes.
As me tell you, I want to...
Is there a spin-off?
Yeah, definitely, because we're not going to do the same thing forever. All of my production, and me try to keep them different, because as an artist, me know what I like for myself and what I want to record on in Winford. So
yeah.
When me I go in the studio for build a rhythm, or we go with my team and we say we go build a rhythm, me kind of have an idea what me want to hear. Me don't like the rhythm them with like kind of some old bunks. See the new flavor what going right now? Yeah, enough producer link me and say, dog, your rhythm them simple, but them sick 3 sounds, because me keep it very simple, but me have a little triple bunk style what I like. Even the reggae artists them link me and say, yo, reggae, they know how to work, because them like the flavor what I bring.
Okay.
Similarly, I always have an ambition or a preach say, yo, I want to work on some one-job project. Same time, Popcorn introduced me to coffee, because I say, yo, young coffee with a connect, you know. Within 3 days' time, coffee, you know, we connect and just start freestyle on some of the beats, and there was lockdown. You know what I mean? And if you listen, lockdown neatly, it's not a generic reggae song and it's not a generic dance song.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is the sound.
We do place that song.
This is the sound I'm talking about. That's out there.
We are chilling in an apartment. Hope you don't mind me asking, where will we go?
And it sounds like something new. Would you say it is a new, fresh? It's not dancehall. It's not reggae. It's what is it?
Winford. All of my production them fresh. You see me, I always try to keep my songs them fresh, my production them fresh. Remember we in a pandemic time. You see me? So the thing them have to stand out. You see me? And it have to outside standing, because we have to quarantine. You see me? It have to outstanding.
So we're not the quarantine. So you think
we have to quarantine, so the production and the song them have to outstanding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it that artists have now sort of the quarantine, the lockdown, push them to be more introspective, and they're coming out of themselves now. They listen. You get a chance to relax a little bit, to listen, and to find a new space. Do you think that's what's going on?
The artists?
Yes. Because a lot of people coming out with what I consider to be some fresh sound.
Yeah.
Lyrics and rhythm and so on. Is that what's going on? Is COVID pushing people to change?
Yeah, man, music change with time, you know, because it's energy, you know. Everything work off of energy and chemistry. So, like I find say some artists who did art a fall off, and I find say dancehall and make space with some new sound same way. You see me? Because you have other creative mind where I use this opportunity, the COVID time, to put in more work. Because you have a lot of viewers who just step on the computer now, because you can't go one ready passa. You can't go Wappings or none of them parties. You can't go no Boom Sundays and them things as often anymore. Now, it kind of build up back on a level. So now you have the social media where people have interest in a specific artist, and I mean entertainers, and just zoom in on them Instagram and them Vivo channel.
So those physical spaces, where they are these things, would influence somewhat Wagwan.
Yeah, man,
influence the creative the creative process.
Yeah.
But now they're not happening, so people are going online and finding new ways to be inspired.
Yeah, definitely.
Listening to different things.
Definitely.
All the time at hand, actually.
Definitely.
And something is emerging out of that.
Definitely.
All right, so are you going to continue producing?
Yo, it's like, I never have the opportunity to record for the big producers them. You see me advice on the hot rhythm them, so eventually I learn how to mix my song them, I learn how to build my rhythm them. So I always have a first and control over my song them, how them sound, how them mix at all times. So production is something I always be in me. You see me? But I label them a shot right now. You see me? I have my team around my days, Nuts them same way, GMR them same way, where them are going to be the next generation of who we are in terms of production. You see me? So I always grounded and always I work hard for the production. It's not like me I feel try balance or something happen naturally. I get up in the studio, we can write 500 songs and then we do build. Yeah, you know what I say? So that's something happen natural for me.
All right, so let's go back now and talk about your community that you were born in and your upbringing and so on.
Yeah, man, you don't know. Born and raised in Ochi. The GSAT, I got St. Elizabeth, you know what I mean? Monroe College was the high school that I attended. Then I graduated and got Edna Manley. Started recording my song in Monroe, like third farm, fourth farm. Then I got Edna Manley, I start draw because I was very artistic, you know? And I always at school, my class, the man I go over the music side to the teacher, say, yo, where did I just go to music school?
Yes.
And one day I just get up and go to music school for real, you know, until them just accept me for a year. I did a year playing the guitar, and, you know, we just decided, say, yo, I'm going to take up this artist thing on a different level because my vision in the music and with the school, and this is me do want to do it now. I couldn't wait till I graduate and all of them things there. I didn't want to pursue my career right now because I always have a vision. So I can
you drop out?
The business. No, I never drop out. We just do 1 year and tell them so I soon forward. You see me? I'm going to do that mission, yeah? And then if I feel like me link up black.
But to what extent would you credit that for who you are now? Your time at
Edna? Edna with their own, I never really know protege them and so first and but we used to see them and Rummy and them and things, so we used to always do the rehearsal them and watch and I learn keys and me always interested in the instruments, so you know me always I mess around the piano and the keyboard them, you know, so everything everything what you're doing in life influence your music, you know, so
yes.
me have appreciation for all kind of music going for reggae, jazz, everything, because that Edna Manley they kind of bring to the player them time there. So everything we say we are doing right now is just the chemistry and the formula that's a fuse up in one.
Oh yeah, Edna is quite an institution, you know. I don't think they're getting enough credit for the level of talent in terms of players of instruments and writers and people with the consciousness and the education and the learning about the business of music and how it works and so on. I don't think they're getting enough credit for what they're doing. But more youth should go there and relax and focus and, like you, learn some things, Rygin.
Definitely.
And don't drop out though.
No, man. Drop out never in it, man.
You know what I mean?
Active, you know?
But okay, so you've gone to school, you now are successful in terms of production and in terms of recordings, and so what's your aspirations in terms of where are you going? Where do you want to go with this?
I don't know on an international level, you see me? Because I always have a vision where dancehall and mainstream music can merge, you know, in terms of, would I say a Drake, I do a collab with a Popcorn, you see me? And not many people will really understand them magnitude of dream when I explain it to them. You see it, and when I meet Popcorn, I always raise with him and tell him, and I always say, bro, I the same vision I have for dancehall, same vision, that's why I always do the album them, and that's why I'm signed to his label, you see me, as an artist. So music, we just want dancehall reach on a mainstream level where we can hear say our artist from Jamaica get signed for $2 million because I'm sure say the artists they are going to make back the money for the production or whichever revenue them invest in the product. You see me? Yeah.
Well, I like that vision because I don't think we've exploited enough Jamaica's music and its reach and its ability to connect and to win souls around the world. Sometimes I wonder if youngsters like yourself are aware of the size and scope of the opportunity that they have. You know what I mean? A lot of people go out there and do the hard work, Rygin, and set it. The taste bud is there, it's ready to consume, but sometimes we have to feed it the wrong thing, Rygin. You know what I mean? So I would say that you continue your quest and you know, and
definitely.
Look, you know what I mean? So
yeah, man, fully active, my bro.
Tell us though about your most What platform are you coveting right now?
I have a collaboration with Popcorn and Stylogy named Fresh Polo. Image all the way, like we did say the last time. Dog, you have to see me playing, you know? Fresh Louis V, Fresh Polo, which is on the Billboard Top 100 in the world with Rihanna and all of them artists they were.
It up there with them?
Yeah, man, we up there. Because right now it was premiered 94, the highest premiering album on the world's Billboard chart, Top 100, you know?
Yeah.
And that wasn't being premiered on the reggae Billboard. It's the world we are dealing with. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm work on a lot of songs from that album there. Enough songs. It's like 20 odd songs, I work on enough songs. I'm on a collaboration and I produce like 5 songs, you know? So we're very grateful for that. And we made history with Coffee, single Lockdown.
Oh, yeah?
Fastest million views in a reggae music or from Jamaica.
Isn't it the biggest song this year? Out of Jamaica?
Remember, it's still fresh, you know, the remix it, you see me? So, so far, that's what statistics have proven, you know, so far.
Nico, right? This song by Amari, Nico. Yeah. What do you make of it as a producer, as an artist?
You don't know, you know. Big man thing, his song, Crazy Girls, I listen to it.
Yes.
And me and man, we have to just appreciate where girls them like same way. You see it? Because when I bash music, you know, there's a space for all kind of music. Because guess what? Me can't make them kind of music there, you see it? Yes. So it's a different kind of, it have a different space in a dance hall. Over the years, you see Potential Kid, you see them remix the Rose song, you see, you know? Amari, them a do them thing controversially. You see all Michael Jackson a do him thing now, so. You know what I mean? The facts are there. There's a space for them, you know?
Okay.
So they have to just do them thing.
Well, you know, Dane Ray, we're going to leave the rest of them. We want to see you perform for us, though, you know, one of these days.
Definitely, man.
We're going to leave the rest until then, and we want to wish you all the best, sir. I will say, there goes the guy who knows what he's doing, and he knows where he should be focusing his energy. Because the world, my friend, should always be a Jamaican artist stage. But it's not always so. Sometimes a man just one day has to beat up on another man, or be better than another man,
Yeah.
And it's good to hear you talking about the world and thinking about the world and wanting to conquer it. Well, brother,
you know?
It's great to meet you, Dane Ray, and thanks again for your music. Thanks for coming and sharing with us. And we look forward to when you come back to our stage and exhibit more music for us.
Definitely.
On the stage live. Yeah?
Real God, fully.
All right, sir. Bless you. And next, right here on our stage, Amari.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
She's best known in the Jamaican space as Gully Bop's significant other.
He's the air that I breathe, and he's sent from God for me.
And also for her outlandish vlogging. But before vlogging and bop, the US-based Jamaican was a radio DJ with aspirations to be a recording artist. Aspirations. that many people doubt would ever materialize. But Amari appears to have silenced those cynics. For over the last 2 weeks, she has been dominating our social media space with this. So who is Nico? Amari's on our stage right now to tell us. Amari, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Congrats. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you, Win, for it.
Wow. But before we get into it, let me clear up something here. You have to clear something up for me. Because before coming to Jamaica, I believe.
Yes.
You posted something about being ripped off in Jamaica by PR people.
Right.
And in that same breath, my name was called. Winford Williams, you need to call me. My recall is of the post.
Right, because I'd lost over 75 pounds, and I wanted to share that news with you, being that you had helped to groom my career and watch me grow. So I informed my publicist that I wanted to be on your show, on Onstage, you know, so they charged me a certain figure, you know, which I think was very unfair. So I wanted to inform you about the situation. So I asked that you get in touch with me. But they
so that's what you meant by that?
Yes, yes. I wanted you to be aware of it because I wasn't able to get in touch with you. I wrote you on Facebook, and I knew that you would more than welcome me to share the good news about my progress and everything. You know, because as I said, you have brought me this far, and I wanted to share, you know, my progress with you.
My reading of it was that you thought that it suggested that I was part of that scheme to rip you off.
No, it was just a situation where I had to always deal with the middle person. Yes. And I wanted to deal with you directly.
Yeah, because the last time you were here,
yes,
with Gully Bop,
yes,
somebody took money for you to appear here.
Yeah.
And you told us.
Yes.
And I was mad. Yeah. You remember that?
Yes, I spoke about that.
Behind the scene, it wasn't on here, but I was mad about it because people continue to do that.
They continue
to take money from members of the public.
Yes.
And say that they can get you on stage.
Right.
By paying me money, I can get you on. And they come and they make a pitch, and if the story is good, we take the story.
Yes, I wanted to
I have never stretched my hand out to anyone
never.
To take money for an appearance on our show. Never did, never will.
Never will. Right.
So I was mad when I saw the post because somebody sent it to me and said, you need to look at this because this is suggesting that you are part of some scheme to rip off Amari.
No, I wanted you to be aware of how many times I had planned to come to Jamaica.
Yes.
Because I was informed several times that I would be on the show. So each time it was planned, it was then canceled.
Okay.
You know, and I needed to be aware of
it's unfortunate because it's unfortunate that you didn't get directly to us.
Yes.
I don't mind you going through a publicist or any middle person so long as you know that you don't pay to appear here.
Well, my publicist later informed me that that was their fee. And it was not the cost for being on your show, but their cost.
And and so you're satisfied with that?
Everything is okay now. We have worked out everything, and I understand clearly, you know, their job.
Yes, because I personally, I'm very offended by it because payola it's called.
Right.
I am totally against it.
I've been on your show more than once. And,
because the youths of Jamaica who are poor and all of that, and want to be want the exposure for their talent and for their story.
Yes.
They shouldn't have to pay to get heard.
No.
No, we can't carry everybody on the show.
No.
Everybody can't be on the show or just meet me in the street and say, boy, you know, you want to come on the show, Winford, come. It's not feasible. It's not possible.
Right.
What we look for is the best story of the week in the moment. And we bring on people and let them express themselves. And they don't pay to do it. That will never happen.
You have never charged
That will
me.
never happen on this platform.
Right.
So good, good. That's cleared up.
Yeah.
So again, congrats on your
Thank you.
your progress with your career. But you were arrested in Jamaica. Why?
I was arrested because before I came to Jamaica, I had to apply for an authorization to come to this country. So I applied for authorization as a business traveler, and I was told that I would have to stay on the North Coast, and I chose from a certain list of hotels where I would stay for the 14 days. You know, and I was told that I am allowed to do interviews as long as I return back to the hotel.
Oh.
So, you know, I went by what I was told. So I conducted interviews, everything was okay, but then someone called the health department and informed them that I was going against the policies of the COVID-19 policies in Jamaica.
Somebody called them and told them this, and they came and arrest you?
Oh, definitely.
On just the information they got from some member of the public?
And they were very persistent about it, because my son and I came to Jamaica together, and they did not arrest him. It was all about me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So where's that case now?
I went to court, and the judge charged me 22,000 Jamaican dollars and threw it out. Yeah.
And threw out the case?
Yeah, it was settled.
But it sounds like you have a good defense. Did you have a lawyer?
No, I didn't have an attorney, and I didn't want my time to be tied up in Jamaica.
Okay.
So I just pled guilty and
But weren't you, part of the charge is the use of indecent language to the cops?
Yes, because I asked him to put on his mask while coming to make the arrest, and he refused to wear his mask. I even saw him in court, and he refused to wear his mask.
But isn't that what they might have charged you, 22,000
for indecent language, I was charged $2,000.
For indecent language, it's $2,000. So it's the breach of the COVID protocol that cost $22,000. $20,000.
The breach was.
Oh, so the total is 22.
But it cost me far more. I paid like $1 million to stay at the hotel, because I could not leave the hotel until court date. And it was a very expensive hotel. I was forced to stay there, and I paid over $1 million.
You were forced to stay at the hotel?
Yes, because...
By whom? By the government?
Well, the cop, I had to make a choice. Is either I stayed in jail or returned back to the hotel where they locked me up.
Oh,
and
the same hotel? Couldn't be another one?
No, the same. I had to return
You had
back.
to go back to the same?
The same hotel.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yes.
All right, so it's Nico now. Let's talk about Nico.
Yes.
Let's go to the song first, and then we talk about Nico.
Nico, you mash up my life. You mash up my life. You mash up my life.
Nico. No, you know, Amari, what is your reading as to why it's so successful, this song?
I believe it relates to both genders, men and women, you know, where a lot of people come into their lives, destroy their lives, and they never got to really face them. And this song allows them to finally say what they always wanted to say: you mash up my life.
Right.
You know, so
they're thanking you for the song? What are the responses?
Oh, yes. The song right now is a national anthem for both men and women.
Yes.
You know, because a lot of people are hurting. Especially during COVID-19, people are not getting along. Some people are out of work.
Because women are mash up man's life too.
Yeah, it's going both ways.
Yes.
You know, and COVID destroying our lives too, so everything just emerges together. You know?
How big is it? Who are the listeners? Who are the fans of this song?
Right now, it's
huge.
Global. There are thousands of remixes. It's people. It's multicultural.
Yes.
You know, people of different demographics. It's huge. It's huge. It's blasting. It's astounding. It's shocking. It's shocking.
So you are surprised about its success?
honestly, I never thought that Nico would be that song. I was just getting things off my mind. I never in a million years thought that that would be a hit song. And I'm not there yet. Every day something happens, but I have yet to really realize that all this is taking place. It's almost like a dream. I haven't woken up as yet.
Yes, because you were an aspiring artist,
right,
way before you were a star in social media.
Yes.
Not so?
Yes, definitely.
You were in radio. You were a DJ in radio.
I was a DJ.
And all that time you were aspiring to be an artist.
From my first song was when I was like 14 years old, that I recorded at Dynamic Sound Studio. So it's a long time coming, and I'm now 51 years old. So. And
this is your best effort yet?
The best.
You're just a boss.
I'm telling you, in for it. And to think of it, when I got locked up, I didn't see all this coming. And I had an argument with my boyfriend, and the following day I put out the song.
Okay. So Nico, who is Nico?
Nico happens to be Gully Bop.
Gully Bop?
Oh, definitely.
So not your present boyfriend?
No, he never mistreated me that way. Gully Bop took it all and gave back nothing in return.
Oh.
I was financially secured. I ended up homeless. My kids called on him for help. He ignored our cry for help. I was cyberbullied. I lost it all. Like I said, I ended up in the shelter for over 2 years. I lost everything.
So the mashup is more financial than emotional?
I would say more financially, because having to take care of my kids, no money, begging on the streets, living in our truck, living in the shelter, dealing with rats, rodents. I've been there, done that. It was horrible, and he refused to help me. He refused to help us, because I invested a lot of money in him in regards to his career.
Yes.
I was his manager, and he denounced me as his manager. He refused to, give me back anything towards what I spent, and then he tried to destroy my reputation online. And he also had his followers who did everything to destroy me, everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was the reason for that? Why did the followers why did they come after you?
Because Gully Bop was at one point very powerful, but he didn't use that power to do positive things. He would have my funeral online. He would join with people who would call the government to take away my kids numerous times. They would make allegations that I was on drugs or I was insane. He would go online and talk about my body, and, I don't know why he did what he did, but I guess he saw all this. He was trying to destroy a star in the making. Yeah.
Wow. And speaking of body, you did a surgery.
Yeah, I did a surgery after continuously being bullied online.
Yes.
I decided to make a drastic change about it. And so I did gastric bypass surgery along with other things, and now I have my own protein line that is coming out in another week or so, called Celeb Pro.
And you've reportedly lost 75 pounds?
Before I came to Jamaica. But
75 pounds?
Yes, I left from size 20, and before I came to Jamaica, I was size 14. Now I'm size 12.
Yes?
Yes.
So it's a success, the whole thing?
Oh, definitely. It's the best decision I've ever made in my life. Don't get me wrong, it has more to do with self-control. It's not just the surgery. The surgery is just the beginning of the journey. It's a tool to help you, but you have to change your entire lifestyle. You have to believe in yourself. You have to take more care of yourself. And it's been quite a journey, but I've managed to, you know, really overcome some of the symptoms that affect most people.
Oh.
But luckily they did the surgery, because when they examined me, they realized that I had internal problems that needed to be fixed, so I ended up doing 3 surgeries.
Oh my goodness. But why do you want to share so much with the public, Amari, about your life?
Because the women out there, I see myself in them. You know, the woman who is overweight, the woman who have lost a child, the woman who is raising children, the woman who have forgotten her dreams. I represent them all. That's why I have fans called goodies. My fan base is mainly women. You know, they see me in themselves. You know, and I don't think it's right that we hide what we go through, because somebody else may be going through it and feel like they're the only one. They need to realize that they're not alone.
Oh. Okay, so now that you've found the breakout hit song, where do you go from here?
I honestly don't know, because the song is bringing me. Normally, back in the days, you know, I would take my songs with me, but on this journey, the song is taking me places. You know, I'm getting calls worldwide, you know, even for performances during COVID-19. So I honestly don't know what the future holds for me right now, but mentally, I'm prepared for it.
You're prepared for a career in music as a recording artist?
I don't intend to stop there, because I'm more concerned about people, poverty, you know, what the children of Jamaica are going through. That is what I'm more concerned about. But if this is a window or a door to help me to gain a platform to speak my truth, so be it. But my destination is definitely humanitarian services in regards to my country, Jamaica.
Okay, so how far are you prepared to go with your humanitarian service to Jamaica?
Well, during COVID-19, I helped a lot of fans in Jamaica, you know, to make sure that they had money to purchase food. I also helped children so that they could have credits to do their schoolwork. And I'm still helping them till this day. As I go on the streets, I make sure people get help. I was in Jungle the other day treating the people in Jungle, and I'm about to go to Rima, you know, and I also set up a non-profitable organization to help, you know, the children of Jamaica. But I'm not willing to ask for help. I'm willing to earn the funds and to give it out to the public, and to ensure that they really get it. Because sometimes you give a lump sum to an organization, but it never comes down to the people never get it. So I try to maintain a relationship with them on a one-to-one basis, listen to their problems, see where I can help, and then distribute the funds. Because my business online is very successful, so it's not hard to give back.
Yes. Speak about your business for us. What exactly is it, your business?
Well, I have my own reality show where I change my life, share my life with the public. It is very, very, very successful. I have over 2,000 videos on Facebook, and the videos are monetized also on YouTube, monetized on all platforms, basically. And it brings in a good source of income where I'm able to be financially independent, move on from NICO, and help other people who are dealing with NICO situations, such as single parents, you know, who have to be raising their children by themselves because of the NICOs that have done them wrongs in their lives, you know.
Your original community, your community in Jamaica, where you came from, where you were born and raised, remind us of that.
It's Geisel St. Mary. It's in the beginning of the video.
Okay.
That's the land that I grew up on.
Yes. From our first interview that was discussed, I just wanted to be reminded. Well, Amari, Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
You are one tough lady. And you've been through a lot. And you're still here. And boy, no matter where they want to say out there, you are a fighter.
And I want to thank you, Winford, for, you know, allowing me to be on your platform long before all this. You always believed in me. And no matter what interview I do, it wouldn't be the same if I did not reach here. And the mere fact that I'm here right now shows me that I'm on the right path.
I'm happy to have you. And I'm happy that we've cleared up that little...
Oh, definitely.
Because it was a little bit disturbing for me. Deeper than you would know, because of my passion. You're helping people from the inner city.
Yes.
And especially people, the underprivileged.
Yes.
And so on. Those two are my passion.
Well,
and I'm quietly doing what I can. But so when, you know, it's great, I'm inspired by your work.
Yes, and I'm your passion.
You know what I mean?
I'm one of your passion that you've groomed from down there.
So we respect and love and will continue to support you as long as we can.
Thank you, Winford.
No matter what.
Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. All the very best. All right. So there you have her right here on our stage, Amari. And that brings us to the end of our show for this week. Winford Williams, on behalf of the team, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage. Thanks for watching our video. Please click subscribe and be on our stage anywhere, anytime, always.